All right, so I want to show you an example of what a list that we generate for you will look like. This list, what you're going to notice is that some of them have email addresses and some of them don't. But what we are going to do is we're going to make sure that you have at least 300 contacts that include emails. So what I just want to show you everything that's included. So you'll get their name, the business name. Okay, so you'll get the business name, their email address, their phone number, their website. You'll also get, I've got some of this information blocked off, but let's come here and I'll open it up for you. You'll get their links to their social media. You really don't need all these other links. The main thing that you need is the email address, phone number, the address is useful. But I just wanted to show you an example of what a list would look like. A lot of times we don't know how many contacts are on the list until we actually run it. But what we will make sure is we will make sure that you have at least 300 contacts that include email addresses. So if you wanted to filter this out and say, hey, how many email addresses do I have? Simply click on that, and then come click on this filter arrow. And what you want to do is you select the drop down, and we're going to uncheck you're going to uncheck the one that says blanks. Okay, so that way everything else that'll show, it'll filter out all of them and only show the ones with emails. So we'll make sure that you have at least 300 email addresses there. The ones that you don't have the email address, you can call them, you can send voice drops to them, but we're going to make sure that you have at least 300 with email addresses. Now, in an instance where maybe you live in a small town, or for some reason we could not pull at least 300 email addresses for realtors, we will make sure you have at least 300 contacts with emails. So that means janitors, house cleaners, assisted living, anything like that. We will make sure that you have at least 300 people with emails that you can still email, and we'll also include some of the ones without email in case you want to be like extra aggressive and just start calling people up. It'll still save you time and effort from having to go out and create this list yourself. Okay, so if you want to go ahead and order and have us to generate a list for you, we've got a couple of different options here for you. So we've got the premium option. Okay, with that premium option, we'll make sure that you get at least 300 contacts with a business name, address, phone number, and email. That's going to be the basic for the list generation, and a lot of times you might even get some bonus ones there too. But you'll make sure we'll make sure you have at least 300. It'll save you tons of time and energy from doing it yourself. The next thing you'll get under our premium one is you'll get actually our templates for our realtor outreach. So I know we've seen screenshots where we show you guys results on how we're reaching out to realtors. Well, we're going to actually give you those email templates. It's a full campaign that we do. So we have 2 outreach email templates. We have 1 email reply template. And then there's a couple of frequently asked questions that you want to make sure you always have ready to help the process go easier. The next thing that you'll have in our premium option is the Done For You campaign, where we will not only get the list, you'll still get access to the templates, but we will send these emails out for you. We will send out those 2 outreach emails, and then the initial outreach emails for you, and then we'll also send 300 voice drops sent on your behalf. So all you have to do is sit back and wait for the email replies to come through and the phone calls to come through. As long as you can reply to those emails, we can do everything else for you. And so we've got different options if you want to also just separate these out as well. So if you want just the contacts plus the template, you can choose our deluxe, or if you want just the list. So we've got the pricing here. Now, in some cases, if you're in a smaller city and we get fewer contacts than 300, we will make sure you have at least 300 contacts with email addresses. So we can supplement that with janitorial leads or house cleaners or assisted living or pretty much any other niche you want us to target. We will make sure you have at least 300 contacts. The next thing, if you want to go ahead and place an order, is you're going to click this button that says give me a list, and then choose your option that you want. Okay, so choose, if you want that premium one, choose that premium, and we'll be sure to label these, but this is exactly what you'll get. fill out the information here, and then we'll get your order going. Typically, it takes about 3 business days for us to generate a list for you. And then if you're going to do the done for you, it will take us about 5 days to get that campaign up and running. So you'll have instructions on what to do next after the purchase. So if you have any questions, go ahead and go through this process, and we'll get working on it for you.